Alright, so now we're on to Blacklist number 9. This is Earl. His races are pretty hard, but for some reason it's even harder to get his Blacklist car, so I'll try to get that. Alright, this is the last Blacklist member's Porsche. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's interesting, but don't worry, we're going to get better. There we go. That's better. You don't have to make it look like this. Again, just do whatever you think is cool. Alright, so again, the races and milestones and stuff, those really aren't that hard. They're just normal old races, so we're just going to skip straight to the Blacklist race. His car is not the best looking either. It's just too crazy. As you can see, the Evo gets off the line extremely well. If you don't get a perfect launch, you're not going to be able to stick with him for very long, unless you're a really good driver. Even with a perfect launch, it's going to be hard because the Evo is just like, if you want to get off the line well, you want the Evo. That's really its main point. So with the Porsche, its turns are pretty tight. But if you turn too much, it could start to spin out. It's really fast, and the turning is really tight, so you're not really going to be skidding all over the place like you were in the Supra. But you're going to want to, how do I explain it? You're going to want to be really careful with how you're driving. Use a lot of your foot brake, not much of your e-brake. It's better handling on grass than a lot of the other cars where it's still, you still want to kind of avoid that, but it's not that bad. Alright, coming up here are some shortcuts, and really only take them if you know what's coming up afterwards, and try not to be on the last little corner, like right there. You do not want to be up against the wall, and I'll show you why in a few seconds. Alright, so on the speed trap, it's really not that hard, just make sure you only nitrous right before the camera's never good. As you can see, I did a perfect launch right there, and I got ahead of him, but as you can see, he's still right there, and he will be trying to bump you. This is a pretty hard sprint. The course itself is, the course itself is pretty hard, but the hardest part is just him being right on your tail and how he can take the corner so much faster than you can. So you really want to conserve your nitrous for this one. Don't take the little shortcut through the trailer park because it'll just spit you out against like a dead end, and it's not good. Again, these little shortcuts here might not seem like much, but they really do help you. Again, you don't want to be up against the wall by that corner. On these little back and forth turns, you want to try to stay along the inside, or if you can, make just a straight path through the turns. There's not many that you can do, but there are some. And on this turn here, you want to brake a lot, because you don't want to miss this little shortcut. If you do, the race is pretty much over. It doesn't seem like much, but it really helps. Through this industrial park, you don't want to turn at all. You want to try to go as straight as possible. Because if you get off course, you're going to go and crash, and the race will be over. Alright, here's where he starts to catch up on you. There's going to be a lot of turns in here. You're going to want to try your best to block him. course, it's not like the Super. It's rare to flip. It's probably not going to flip, but you still might want to slow down a little bit to at least make sure you get a clean cut. Alright, on this road coming up here, you're going to be getting a lot of speed. And as you can see, he passed you, which is what he will usually do on that turn there, because it's almost impossible in some of the car other than Narrated to take the inside turn, and he just takes the inside and flies ahead of you. So if you can stay on him, but look out for this turn right here, because it's a pretty abrupt turn, and you're going so fast that I know I used to always hit that turn. Alright, you're going to be pretty fast here. And again, there's going to be a few small turns that you really want to be prepared for, like this one here. And he is going to be on your tail throughout the whole thing. Okay, you're going to want to look out through this next section here. It's now back and forth and up and down. It's really hard to control your car through here. And that small shortcut's pretty good. And if you didn't hear that, that was him crashing into that stone pillar. Now, I'm going to tell you, he doesn't crash often. That's the first time I've ever seen him crash. So you shouldn't be counting on that to save you. On Big Lou, that's probably how you're going to win. But you just beat Blacklist number 9. Awesome landing there. I think that's right. Alright, now this is what happens if you stay up against the walls too much. Yeah, there are these stupid little walls out, jump out and catch you, and you'll flip over. Alright, so you want to try to get its marker, and of course it's going to be under one of the question mark ones. It's the big slip on the left. Well, for us it is. And then you probably want to collect a unique upgrade, and there you go.